Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Well, I had to, let me get my camera adjusted here for a minute from my whiteboard. I had to stop the video and start again, which is your luck because that was 16 minutes of wasted time. So it was like, this was going not as well as I wanted. So I started again and skipped some of the stuff I've done. So August 22's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 13 is a slimline card, which is 4x7, which I may or may not trim a little off the edge of the card base. We're using a piece that most everybody would throw away. And I want to say a big thank you to all of those who are not just watching my videos, but are subscribing. If you just watch, that's okay too. But I really, really want to say thank you for everything. And thank you for everyone who comments your critiques, your suggestions. I really do take them to heart and I am trying to do better. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time to comment. So we are now going to get started and I'm going to show you what we have. I have a, nope, that's not, huh? Okay. I have an envelope. This is just one that was given to me or from a thrift store I had in my stash. This is measures 7¼ by 4¼ and we are going to use it. So I have a piece of basic white. I did have thick whisper white and I miscut it on camera. That was a boo-boo. So it's 8 inches this way, scored at 4, and then it is 7 inches this way, and we may or may not trim some of the ends off. So then I have a piece of Mossy Meadow here, and it is measures 6 1/16 by 3 and 5/8, because there's all these measurements are due to the piece we're using from the kit. So this piece is 5 3/8 by 3 1/8, and this wee little piece, y'all, is the piece some of you may have thrown away, and this is the piece we're using. So what I did do is on my guillotine in the video I just deleted, I cut all the way so you don't see any white around it. There is a little white here, but that's okay. But around here, and this left me with a measurement of 5, let's see, 5 1/8 by 2, and it's really the 16th, so I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 16ths. So this we are going to sponge, and I'm going to make sure that is in view. So we are going to start. This card color didn't have any blue, but I am bringing in Seaside Spray. And I'm not using blending brushes, though I could. We could do that for the blue because I don't have this color blue. So let me grab a blending brush in blue. Whatever pale balmy blue would probably work too, but I'm not sure if I can get to the pad right now. Let's see. Pool Party. We'll see which one we like better. So this is balmy blue. Oh, that will work. So Seaside Spray, you're going back on the retired shelf. Sometimes that color, I want it to close. So we are going to bring in just some blue. We don't want the stark white on our paper. Might have been a little too much there, but let's really get some on this brush. I'm just holding it down a bit and just going in light circles. You can add color. You cannot take it away. You can cover it up, but you can't take it away, which is so. And then we're gonna, I just want some in the middle there. Maybe some there, maybe some there. Close that up. Now I want to come in with crushed curry. Just a little bit, and I'm using handy dandy old sponge. I want a lot of that off. So you're just adding some color. Down there. Don't want all that. We want it light. Light, light, light. Okay. Next, we're going to come in with fresh freesia. And let's see. This is dry enough. This is purpley. Razzleberry, blackberry bliss. Everything's been on here. So I'm bringing in beautiful color, this fresh freesia. And these are just random areas. You can see I'm just kind of willy-nillying it, and it just kind of comes out. Don't be afraid to try. If you want to try on a, scrap piece first where you kind of want your placement. All right, let's give it a test and always put it on. See, now you can really see those colors. I really like it. We are going to go with that. That is all done. And we are going to stamp on our white in crushed curry with the sunflower. Probably should have put that on a block. Let me get rid of all of that over here. Or the bees. I think we're going to do bumblebees and leaves. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do bumblebees. Ooh, this one we can use the fresh freesia maybe. And this one, so let's grab some blocks. We need that one. We'll put there. There's a block and 2 little blocks for my 2 little bumblebees, which are so well used. I'm telling you what, these little bumblebees are my very favorite thing of this whole entire kit. The bumblebees. Okay, so this little sprig, do I want to use that mellow moss? We are going to bring in the soft succulent. I know it's not a color from the kit, but I like the lightness of it. And we might do stamped off. I have yet to even use this. Yes, we are going to use it stamped off. So you're going to stamp off, and I really get a really good image. You really should use a piece of fun foam. You could use the chipboard that comes in your kit. Let me turn it this way. But I have my stamp in Pierce Matte. So we are going to stamp off, and then we're just giving ourselves some decoration here. I want it completely stamped off. I wasn't catching it all. Scoot it up a bit. And we're going to go right like so. And then a little bit there. And I'm going to keep that open just in case I want to add a few more. Now I'm going to come in with the full strength now, I do believe. I'm going to test it, though. I need more Mossy Meadow. I thought I just ate this. So we are going to do full strength with the sunflower leaf. We're just putting a border on this is all. And I really don't want that end up there. I'm going to put a little bit there and a hint there. And now we're going to come in with our little bumbles. And those are going to be done in Memento Ink. Here we go. Lovely little bumblebee fun. So, these are really going to stand out. And I'm going to do one right there and bring in the other. He's going to be down there. And so one there, one there, one there. Thinking we're going to put our Mossy Meadow on top and see where else I need my little bumblebees to be. We're just going to get hints of them here and now. So this one's going to come right there. I might do the little face of one. Hopefully you guys can see that I'm using this to tell me where I need to place roughly more of these little guys because they're just so cute. So let's see. We're going to put this one. I want him flying like that way in the corner. Little part of a body. Little part of a head. And that is going to do that. So on this one now, we're not doing any stamping, just on that. But we are going to come in with that Stamp and Write marker I have in an envelope here. I don't need that soft succulent. We're good to close that one up. And we're going to bring in, where is my marker? Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay. So let's see if we can get this in view using my guide of the Mossy Meadow. We might do it. We are going to just color in, well, let's just do them all. It'd be easier that way, right? Color in our little bodies of our bees. Not that one. This one. That one really doesn't need it because it was too high up. But our little bodies need some coloring, and we need that light night of navy. And yes, this is a very old one, but it's still working. So we're just adding what I call movement to the wings. Not that one, this one. And hopefully y'all can see this. If not, let me bring it down. I can really show you. All I'm doing is using the very tip and flicking upwards. And the lighter your touch, the better I think it is. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed on it, but it all looks good. See, that one's real heavy, but and a little bit there. And this color will tie into the sunflower we're going to use on our kit. And we're going to stamp on the inside. Which, no, I'm going to wait because I haven't figured out what's saying. So this is our element here. Next is this element. And you can see why I needed to do a border, because now I can keep it at the right. I don't got to do any more cuts on this. So I'm going to bring in my large bottle of Tombow, and we're going to glue these pieces all together. Let me move. Well, the camera's okay for now, I think. I'm just gluing this down, y'all. But it should be a good angle. So I'm just centering it. And put some glue on the back. And I'm going to zoom out for you. You can see where I placed it. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Better? Hopefully, let me go a little higher up. Not really zooming. I actually have to physically move my camera stand. So this is the element we have did all that work for. But we're not done. We need the background piece, which is cut from an envelope. I'm going to show you how I did this. Let me get the envelope, please. So, this is the flap of the envelope, which would be this way, right? And this piece would have been the front of the other side of the envelope. That goes this way. And this piece was not part of this envelope. So now that you can see all the pieces of my envelope, that is how I cut it. You know, I trimmed the edges off. You will see me do this in every video I've done this. I've cut this envelope. I cut the flap away. So that's this piece. Okay. I turn it over. I cut a smidgen off of each end. Then I open it up. Let me move that out of the way. I open that envelope up, cut this off, not using that piece. And so then I was left with this piece of the envelope. I was placing this around on the envelope, seeing where I wanted it. And I used a pencil to mark where I was going to cut with my guillotine, because that is going to be in my photo. This is where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So that is the whole purpose of this. All of these I am keeping. So now that you saw how I cut it, because that was in that video I had to delete, let's glue this to its counterpart. So just a little bit on the edges. Slide it off here. And I'm going to need a little bit of a glue eraser here. Don't want anything in there. So now I can see that I have a little bit more to trim off, because I don't want anything hanging over. But I wanted to make sure I had enough. So there, I just trimmed it off. It's going to work wonderful. And now we're going to do some little more bumblebee stamping here. with them little bumblebees and our sentiment, which of course from the saying, I really want to use the hello. I know that this, we're going to put this one on the inside because that darn hello for me, y'all, is just too cute not to use. I absolutely love this little hello. And we are going to stamp it in Mossy Meadow. Yes, I think I want it. Purple would be pretty too, but I really thinking, let me just take a look here. We're just going to stamp it. Boy, I really have to ink this ink pad up. And I didn't order any Mossy Meadow. I'm going to call a girlfriend. Can I borrow some of your ink? So it will be the Blackberry Bliss. I'm just going to smudge off that. There's hardly any ink on it. So we're going to go straight to this. We're going to put it right in off center a bit because we're going to do some bumblebees. So there's our little hello. If you mess up, you can always stamp it on a piece, a scratch piece of paper, and punch it out, cut it out, and stick it on there. I've done that many times. It doesn't always work. And I know that it doesn't always work. So we're going to go back to our bumblebees. And we are going to get one flying down to the plant. Just love these little guys. Cannot get enough of them. This little one is going to be right here. And we are going to have one coming down to investigate what all the buzz is about. This one, we're not going to add any. So we're going to do the same thing we did. We're going to give them their little yellow bodies that they're so well known for with the Crushed Curry Stampin' Right marker. We're going to come in with that light Night of Navy and give them their little bit of movement in their wings, as I like to call it. Now we're going to Wink a Stella these guys right off the bat. No sense in beating around the bush. And I'm going to show you something. I need to fix my little Bumble's head. He didn't quite get black enough, so I keep a Sharpie, which I don't have the black one because I loaned it to my husband for canning. But see how his little head is too light? So I'm just going to come in there. This is a little Micron pen. Any black marker will do, but I just want to fix him, so I just want to show you that. And oh no, let's Wink a Stella the flowers. They need some, and I usually do it the last minute, but we're just going to go ahead and add some on the flowers. There we have it. Now this is going to go on the card that we just made, if I can find it. Ah! So we are going to, I thought about, do I want to pop this up on dimensionals? The whole thing? No, we are going to glue this flat down. The other elements we're putting on it. If you watch, I think it was video number 7's part 1 and 2, I showed you how I colored my sunflowers. And one of those sunflowers is going to go on here. It was a good thing to do all those. And I still have, I think I have one more after this to left. So that's going straight down. And I have the sunflower out. Here it is. I'll show you. This is my gorgeous sunflower. I'm really happy with them. I like it better than the ones in the kit. So there are my leaves. And I have these 3 elements from the kit. We are gluing them back in their place. So all I'm going to do is, I'm not going to put glue. I need to put some right behind there though, because that's bugging me. So I'm just going to stick glue in the little rectangle And there we have it. By the way, October 1st is World Card Making Day. That just popped into my head. Stampin' Up! Is hosting a free event. Ask your demonstrator or contact me, and I'd be glad to give you more information. Need a sip. So my gorgeous sunflower is going to come down here in the center of the card. Now, I stamped these in Memento, colored them in Old Olive. I messed up on this one and colored the whole thing Old Olive, dark Old Olive. This one is light and dark, so I'm going to use it. Wasn't going to waste it. I even cut that thing out. I was like, okay. So I know that I want one here, because I already kind of figured this out. So one there, and I was going to put this lighter one, let me see, right? I'm doing the placement on the card because I don't want it off of my card, and I haven't done that before. So a little bit there. So making sure both my leaves are going to be where I want them. I'm going to put this one on the other side. Let's see. I want it front and center. Okay, that's really good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, oops, no. See how we got these two gaps on the side here? I do not like that. So I'm going to bring it down like so. Okay, that just was not going to work for me. Now, there's some element that I have never used in this kit so far, and that is this little honeycomb element. So we're going to use it now. We're going to cut it just across. And vellum does not like glue. Vellum doesn't like a lot of things. There is a glue that works great on vellum. I'll show it to you. I'm not going to open the bottle right now. I'm going to use those little glue dots. But Stampin' Up! Sells this fine tip glue pen. I use this on vellum projects. I use it as what was it called? Crystal effects type of deal. You can use that. It's great for certain projects. This is too small. If I was doing massive amounts, I might open it up, but I'm not going to, because we are simply adding a little bit here. So all I need to do is add it. I will tell you something. I don't like all these rough ends. So for me, all these little rough ends on it have got to come off. It's just my OCD-ness that doesn't like them, I guess you could say it. There are things I like, there are things I don't like. This little point here is going in the card under my sunflower part, so I'm not worried about that piece. So I got my glue dot. I'm going to roughly figure out like where I want that at, and I like it right there. So I'm going to add a couple of glue dots. One there. Let's get another one ready. Just going to willy-nilly them. Once I got one in place, I'm like, okay, I can add some others. I'm going to add about 3 of them on there because, you know, it's honeycomb. It's got all those cutouts in it. So let's turn this back over again. Now that I got my glue dots roughly where I want them. And see this? I'm just showing you my thought process. I wanted this cutout piece blocked by the sunflower. That's why it's there, because I get more of this image on there. Next is this little piece, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go around the edge and cut all those little lines off. And they're really bugging me. So get that off of our card. Now I'm going to come in here. Ooh, I really like the placement of that a lot. Just like so. So I'm going to leave it there for a minute. Bring it down, and I'll show you what I do with the glue dots. So I want one right there. That's why I love my little sewing needles so much. And that one is holding it down. I'm going to stick one right there, because we're going to then stick all of this up on dimensionals, and that's going to do it. Oh, wow. I thought I would need another one. So, get off of my card. So, now you can see. Let's see here. So, see, this is, I worry about this camera adjusting business. I'm going to have to really work on that, y'all. I'm really happy with that. I really like that. So, where's my little container with my glue dots that I just pulled the glue dots out of? Because now we want dimensionals. We are going to definitely need more than that. Time to open up a package. Gotta dig in my drawer here. Yay! Okay. I keep these envelopes and I use them. This will go in my container here, but let's use this up first, all of this. So that whole piece can go there. We're going to stick a dimensional on the back of each of these leaves. You know what's funny is my OCD, it doesn't bother me to use the inner pieces of the dimensional pack. It just doesn't. And it's so funny because you would think that I would have to start in one corner and go to the other, but I don't. That doesn't bother me. Just some things do and some things don't. Stay down there. Not to me. So we're going to put that back on our card. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, Wink Stella, where did Thinking Fingers? Okay, Wink Stella this. We're going to add just a few strokes in the leaves. And then we're going to just brush lightly from the center of the sunflower out. That's it. I just want it coming from the center out. Oh my God, I love it. I do love this. Now, we need some bling, of course. Now, I'm going to bring out the same ones I brought out last video. We have the classic rhinestone basic jewels, and we have these, which I'm thinking we're going to use. These are pale papaya. But I'm thinking I would like to use them. I think they will show up nicely on here. With that yellow. Ooh, definitely. Not on the green. On the... So where do I want them? I know... Ooh. Should we put one in the honeycomb? Because I wanted littler ones over here. One there. And one... Oh, I could put it on his body, but I don't think so. I think I'll do it there. So my little triangle they talk about, there it is. And those are the Opal in color rounds of 2021 to 2023. So this is our card. Let's stamp our envelope. We can't forget. Oh, we have to do the inside of the card. Right. Okay, opening the card up. Can you see the card all together? Yeah. That's pretty good. Hopefully. I'm going to bring that up there. Now you have a clear picture of my card. And we're going to stamp the inside with the For a One of a Kind Friend in the Blackberry Bliss. See how it's smeared? I'm not liking that, but I can fix it. We can fix it. So let's see. We need the Label Me Lovely punch. All right, y'all. Fixing time. I need a piece of my cardstock I cut off of my full sheet. That did not go well, so I'm going to stamp again. Much better, but this will, you need a second for this to get done. We're going to need this for the envelope. Let's just do the envelope now while we're at it. We're going to stamp, give that a second to dry. We're going to stamp this hello that we used on the front of our card right down there. Now we are all done with Blackberry Bliss, Juicy Juicy color. We're going to bring in our bumblebees again, at least one of them. And we are going to do this one flying up. I don't like that he didn't ink him up well enough. This one flying down. Need my little pen to fix my little boo-boo again on his head. And then we are going to color that in a minute. But let's punch this out. This punch does mimic the cutouts on the front. So there we have it. That's going to get, no one will know that it was a boo-boo. So let's see, we are going to do the bumblebee here. And this bumblebee right there. And now we can color both of them in at the same time. So, once again, that crushed curry stamp and write marker for the bodies. And that light night of navy for the movement of the wings. And this video did go longer than I wanted. I try to keep them. I really like to do just 30-minute videos. Sorry that it's taken so long, everybody. But sometimes it does. I just think that your time is as precious as mine. So let's glue this into our card. And it will be all done. We could sponge around it if you wanted, but I'm just going to set that right down on there. So that's the inside. This is the outside of our card. And that is our envelope to go with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know about the camera up and down, how it comes out, what you guys think. I would greatly appreciate it. I might need to look at getting another. It would be my third camera stand. Maybe one that goes up and down more smoothly. I'm going to have to do some research on that. But come back and visit me in my wonderland, y'all. Thanks again. Bye-bye.